By 1977, Jacob was sneaking food to students hiding from police. He'd ride his rusty bike, pretending to play, while dropping bread at safe houses. His courage wasn't loud, wasn't giving speeches, but it mattered. One day, he helped a wounded protester reach a clinic, staying calm as gunshots rang out. In prison, we got news of kids like Jacob through new inmates, and it felt like they were carrying our fight forward. The police caught Jacob in 1978, detaining him for a week. He was scared, only 15, but didn't talk, even when they shouted. Ruth and Thomas rallied neighbors to demand his release, singing freedom songs outside the station. It worked, and Jacob came home stronger. His story reached me in Palsmore prison, reminding me of the 1956 women who stood firm. Jacob kept helping, teaching younger kids to read banned books about our struggle. In the 1980s, as uprisings grew, Jacob, now a teenager, joined the ANC underground, organizing boycotts. His parents supported him, hiding activists in their shack. When police burned their home in 1986, Jacob's family rebuilt, using scraps. Thomas said, "They can't burn our hope." Those words echoed our prison talks about never giving up. When I was freed in 1990, I met kids like Jacob at a Soweto rally. He was there, now 27, with a scar from a protest but a big smile. He gave me a crumpled note head carried in 1976, with my words, "Freedom is worth any price." As president in 1994, I thought of Jacob when we built schools, wanting kids like him to learn without fear. He became a teacher, sharing his story with students. Jacob's small acts carrying notes, helping friends were a spark in our struggle. His courage, like our shared humanity, shows that even kids can change things. If you're facing hard times, be like Jacob. Do what you can, no matter how small, and keep hope alive. Power to the people. In 1976, I was locked away on Robben Island, serving a life sentence for fighting apartheid, the system that split South Africans by race since 1948, taking away our rights to vote, own land, or move freely. This story, The Boy Who Carried Hope, is about a young boy named Jacob, whose small acts of bravery during the Soweto Uprising kept our fight alive. His story is about courage, family, and holding on to hope in dark times, told so you can feel his heart and connect with his journey. Jacob was a 13-year-old boy in Soweto, a township near Johannesburg where life was tough, cramped shacks, no running water, and police patrolling every corner. His dad, Thomas, was a factory worker who'd heard my ANC speeches before I was jailed, and his mom, Ruth, was a cook who'd marched in the 1956 Women's March. In June 1976, the government said black students had to learn in Afrikaans, the language of the oppressors. Jacob, a bright kid who loved school, joined his classmates to protest, even though his parents worried about danger. On June 16, Jacob marched with thousands of students, singing in Kosi Cyclo I, Africa, and holding signs saying no Afrikaans. His heart raced, but he felt strong, like I did during the 1952 Defiance Campaign. Then police opened fire. Jacob saw his friend Hector Pietersen fall, shot dead at 13. He ran home, scared but angry, telling Ruth, "I won't stop." That night, she hugged him tight, saying, "Be brave, but be safe." Her words echoed the stories I heard in prison about township courage. Jacob started carrying messages for the student leaders, slipping through alleys to avoid police. He hid notes in his shoes, delivering them to churches where ANC supporters met in secret. One time, a policeman stopped him, but Jacob pretended he was fetching water, his bucket hiding a pamphlet with my 1964 trial speech. His quick thinking reminded me of my days dodging capture as a fugitive. Ruth helped, sewing secret pockets into his jacket for papers. The uprising grew, with protests spreading across South Africa. Jacob's dad, Thomas, joined a workers' strike inspired by his son. One night, police raided their shack, looking for agitators. Jacob hid under the bed, clutching a note about a planned boycott. Ruth distracted the police, offering them tea, and they left. I heard about such families on Robben Island, their bravery keeping our spirits high during long days in the quarry.